Chapter 1. God's Call to Turn. Turn ye from your evil ways, for why will ye die, O house of Israel? Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 11. It is not easy to discern whether man displayed greater foolishness in departing from God at first, or whether his folly is now more inexcusable in refusing to return to him. At first, Adam knew by blessed experience how good it was to be near his Maker, to enjoy the light of his countenance in the state of innocence. And yet Adam turned his back on God and decided to depart from his Creator. As a result, mankind now feels the effects of this apostasy, for he experiences various miseries, calamities, and vexations. And yet how difficult it is to persuade him to come back again to God. How easily are people induced to yield to Satan, desiring, as it were, to give themselves into the hands of a murderer. But when the Lord, besides whom there is no Saviour, repeatedly and earnestly calls, he often calls in vain. People's hearts are dull, their ears deaf, and they refuse to acknowledge him. We can never sufficiently lament that sin has made many madmen in the world. Life and death, blessing and curse are set before them, but men choose death before life. The most astonishing and intolerable curses are embraced, while permanent blessings of the highest nature are rejected. Thus, the Lord reasons not only in reference to sin, but in reference to punishment. In his appeal to the house of Israel, he not only asks why they dare to transgress his law, but also asks why they are so ready to die. At the beginning of Ezekiel chapter 33, the Lord appoints Ezekiel as a watchman over the house of Israel. He is commanded to lift up his voice when he sees the revenging sword drawn and ready to cut off the ungodly. Unless the watchman calls to the wicked to turn and live, he is an accessory to their death. If he does not warn, their blood will be required at his hand. Commissioned by God, the watchman is commanded to stop the mouths of evildoers who cavil against their Maker and, in effect, foolishly charge God. It is apparent that there was disagreement about who should be blamed for the destruction of sinners. The house of Israel very emphatically and boldly placed the blame on God, saying that the way of the Lord is not equal. But the God of mercy and truth vindicates himself from their unjust charge, and declares that if sinners were not perversely bent on their own ruin, they could escape any impending destruction. God swears upon his own life that the death of the wicked does not please him. So in this text his voice is loud and repeated, turn ye from your evil ways, for why will ye die, O house of Israel? In this passage the saddle is set upon the right horse. Men's own wills are the cause of their woe. The words in this passage express a very emotional and serious call. Several particulars may be observed. The persons called are the house of Israel. They are called to turn. The call is urgent, evident from the repeated phrase, turn ye, turn ye. The call requires a turning from their evil ways. God's call to turn is persuasive. An abundance of holy rhetoric is included in the argument, why will ye die? Without turning, death is certain. Although Satan may claim, as he did once to our first parents, ye shall not surely die, Genesis chapter 3 verse 4, this will be found true. Those shall be turned into hell who will not turn to God, Psalm 9 verse 17. Every evil way will end in death. While there are several paths that comprise the broad way, they all conclude and meet in death, namely the second death. In his grace, the Lord pities sinners and pleads with them, why will you die?